Good morning. Welcome to the video discussion for January 7th, 2014. And we have moved to the North Pole. I mean, it is cold out there with temperatures breaking 100-year-old records. The last time it was this cold in New York City was 1896. You didn't have a TV, a radio was a luxury, and no one knew what you were talking about if you said, "Where's my iPad?" In fact, it was very cold in 1896, but not as cold as what it is today at 5 degrees in Central Park. That's pretty cold. Now, what I have here is from the National Weather Service Mesonet. Our temperatures in black. The arrows here are the winds. The red are the gusts at 31 miles per hour to 25 miles per hour. That's pretty gusty. And then the blue here, appropriately, are the wind chills, ranging from 25 below. Actually, there's a few 13 belows. We have a 9 below. Oh, and how about a 32 below zero for a wind chill? Ladies and gentlemen, it is cold out there. So if you're going outside, please layer. Please protect yourself. Do not underestimate this cold air because you can get frostbite very quickly and you can get hypothermia very easily. So, if you're going to be outside, significantly layer and get indoors as much as possible because today's high temperatures are only going to reach the lower teens. And with these winds, that means your wind chills will warm up just a little bit to only about 15 below zero for a wind chill this afternoon. That is rough out there. So please take this cold air seriously and stay indoors. Why is it so windy so much? Well, let's take a look at the surface map here. Here's our Arctic high pressure system. This is coming straight from the North Pole. It's dropped down towards the Gulf Coast. Now you see how these lines of pressure are packed here? That's what's causing the strong winds. Okay, it's called a pressure gradient. Now the good news is that this pressure gradient is going to start to weaken. So by this evening, the winds are going to range anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour rather than 15 to 30 miles per hour, which is excellent news because it's going to mean that the wind chill will start to back off a little bit. And by tomorrow, these winds will be significantly weaker, around the 5 to 15 mile per hour range, and our temperatures will start to moderate as winds shift to the southwest. This is the coldest day of the next 10. Today is the coldest day. From here on out, we warm up. How warm? How about 50 degrees warmer by this weekend? So get through today, and then we start to warm up gradually. And by this weekend, you'll be outside with a short sleeve shirt on with temperatures in the 50s as our polar vortex lifts north. I'm going to have a special discussion on the polar vortex, by the way, for the public consumption. No, it's not the end of the world. You didn't cause it, and it's a natural phenomenon. I'm going to explain why the polar vortex drops south. And all you premium members know why. So we talked about this back in mid-December. Hey, the pattern's going to flip, polar vortex is going to drop, it's going to get cold. Very cold. So all the premium members at NYNJPA Weather knew this was going to happen a while ago. So this isn't a surprise, it's not the end of the world. And no, Arctic wolves from the day after tomorrow, next week of 2 days ago with Al Gore, will not show up. It's okay. So after today, we start to moderate. Now, here is the radar. I want to show you this real fast. This is lake effect snow. All right, basically cold air coming off of Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. There could be a few scattered snow showers that impact portions of Connecticut, the Hudson River Valley, northeastern Pennsylvania, and northern New Jersey. Nothing significant in nature, just a few scattered snow showers here and there. And then here's our infrared satellite picture. As you can see, all this blue is actually cold air, not cloud cover. So you can see it's pretty cold out there. You can see that cold air actually invading very nicely towards the coastal plain as our temperatures fall to around 0 degrees throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. The good news again is that this high pressure system will start to shift towards the coast and we start to warm up gradually. So let's take a look at this forecast. Okay, so this is the European model guidance from the Penn State UWall website. And here we are for this afternoon. Here's our polar vortex. basically lifting up towards northeastern Quebec and towards Newfoundland. As it's doing so, winds will start to shift to the southwest at the mid levels and then at the lower levels of the atmosphere as our surface high pressure system starts to shift towards the coast. So today, expect scattered clouds with the potential, of a few isolated snow showers possible, but that's about it. Moving forward for tomorrow, high pressure shifts off the coast. Temperatures actually moderate. We get to the upper teens to mid 20s for highs. Low temperatures will still be around the single digits, but the good news is that high pressure will be right over us, which means that our winds are going to be a lot weaker, so the wind chill impact will not be as bad. By the time we get to Thursday night into Friday morning, there's going to be a weak disturbance passing to our south. There could be a few scattered snow showers. Nothing significant in nature at this time. It looked like it was going to be a little bit more significant back a few days ago, just after our last winter storm. But it looks like this is going to be a very weak disturbance moving through. Well, only a dusting if at most in most locations. Down in southern New Jersey, around Cape May, we may have to watch out for that disturbance, producing a quick inch via a snow shower or two. But it doesn't look like it's a significant feature. During this time period, on Thursday and Friday, our temperatures moderate very nicely. We start to get to, upper 20s to lower 30s. And then by Friday, we're looking at the mid 30s to upper 30s. It gets even warmer as a ridge builds over the eastern United States and we have a few warm fronts move through. This weekend we're going to be dodging a few scattered showers here and there, but our temperatures are going to warm up into the upper 40s to mid 50s for highs. Low temperatures in the upper 20s to lower 30s. So we're going to do a complete reversal by this weekend with temperatures rebounding very nicely into the 50s. We have an area of low pressure that's going to lift up towards the Great Lakes. That's going to allow us to warm up very nicely. And then on Monday, we could be dealing with a few periods of rain. Nothing significant in nature, but it's definitely going to be far different than what we're dealing with right now, with temperatures in the mid to upper 40s and periods of rain on Monday. Now, with all this hysteria, here is the polar vortex. Back here, this is what's called a positive Arctic oscillation at this point. So we go from here to here over the next 7 days, and we warm up very nicely. And then thereafter, unfortunately, yes, the big bad polar vortex does return and start to drop south once again because it is winter. And that means we're going to get a little bit colder once again. We're going to have a nice little thaw for this weekend on through much of next week. And then the pattern re-energizes, the polar vortex drops south, we get cold once again and potentially stormy as well as we move into the time period of January 18th on through the end of the month. So enjoy this time period while you can, as far as the weekend. Once this very brutal cold day passes, everything warms up nicely, and by this weekend we're 50 degrees warmer with a few scattered showers and temperatures in the lower to mid 50s. So that is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. Have a wonderful day, and please stay safe out there.